going to start this happy hour hang off for Life with Marissa. Life with Marissa said, I would like to take a screenshot, so if you don't mind smiling for the picture as soon as you see this comment, pretty please. Marissa, you are an absolute icon. Thank you for always getting good screenshots of me, so I'm gonna go ahead and smile. Let me know if you got it. Let me know. You guys, how is everyone feeling on this Monday, the Monday before Thanksgiving? When did that happen? I still cannot believe that the holidays are literally around the freaking corner. I'm stressed, but I'm also excited. I don't know, I'm feeling all of the things, you guys. This year has been a really crazy, overwhelming year. Next year is also going to be insane as well. I already have 5 weddings planned for next year, which is so exciting. So much love in the air. But it's just, I don't know about anyone else, but I just feel like everything is happening so fast. It's all happening at once and it's absolutely insane. But this is our happy hour hang, which means this is our time to not think about any holiday stress, to not think about any of that stuff that is plaguing our little brains, because it is our time to relax, get into the tea, chat with one another. It's our favorite time of the day. I love how I'm speaking for everyone. It's my favorite time of the day. Hopefully it's yours too. I see Maria is already in the chat. Jessica is already in the chat as well. Marissa, thank you so much for my sweet screenshot as well. George is in here. George, please tell Vicky we said hello. Kiara is in here. Gigi, I'm so happy you're here because we have some royal family tea and I can't wait to get your take. Nicole is in here. Patty is in here as well. Joy, let's see, Amy Underwood is in here. Robert is in here. Hannah just popped in as well. Brittany, and then Reggie said, just want to mention before we get started, I saw a short somewhere of Taylor and someone said she looked preggo because she looked like she had a food baby belly. Madison, can you tell people to stop? Reggie, you know that my literal pet peeve is when people start pregnancy rumors with celebrities when they are very clearly just living their best lives. So that is one of my pet peeves. People do it with Selena Gomez all the time. It is so incredibly frustrating and annoying. I also saw Betty pop in as well. Uncle Dave just popped in. Layla popped in. Bailey K. So happy to make the live. Happy Monday, y'all, and happy Thanksgiving week. So thankful. I am so thankful for all of you guys. Truly, like I was just saying, this year has been really crazy for me. You guys know the beginning of the year started off with a lot of loss, and it's just been, I feel like, kind of a roller coaster of a year. But the one thing that has remained constant is y'all, you guys showing up for me, you guys supporting me, especially those who are in the membership. Like, you know, that was one of my goals this year, and I was so scared that I was going to launch it and nobody was going to want to join. So thank y'all for believing in me, supporting me, giving me the confidence, and showing up here every single week. Joy, call me crazy, you guys, but I think we happy hour hang on Wednesday. I'm down for a happy hour hang. We don't have to do a whole long one, but I do feel like we should happy hour hang on Wednesday just so we can catch up right before the holiday. I kind of feel like we should. Are y'all even going to be around on Wednesday? Let me know. If y'all are like, Madison, Wednesday we're going to be prepping, absolutely freaking not, then I can just do maybe a standalone video. I could do a memory lane, or I could do a pop-off. But if y'all will be around for a little bit, I was thinking even if it's a little bit shorter, we would still do our happy hour hang. I will be at Mama and Papa Hill's house, especially since it is the day before Thanksgiving. Hi, Maria. But I'm kind of thinking that we do it. You know what I mean? Hi, Crimson Rose. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Jelena. Jelena said, Wednesday I would be there. I need someone to distract me from my final stress. Oh my God, I remember that anxiety. Okay, I feel like a lot of you, Gigi said I'm Canadian, so literally sounds good. I was also thinking that too. For our International House of Hill members who don't celebrate Thanksgiving at the same time we do. Okay, yeah, prepping and tea. That's kind of how I feel too. It might be more of like a hang. Well, we hang every Monday, Wednesday, but maybe a little tea mixed in with just like maybe a champs, ketchup, chatting before the holiday. Like I said, not the full hour, but we can at least do a little something. Maybe I'll get Mama and Papa Hill to make a cameo and say hello. Papa Hill does love a camera. So I kind of feel like we should do that. I think so. Okay, I'm seeing enough people being like, I say yes, let's do it. We're gonna do it. Brittany said we don't really do Thanksgiving here. Okay, and Jessica said the same thing. So I think we do it. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving where you are, you can use Wednesday as an excuse to have fun and celebrate a little bit with us. You can get a good snack. You can get a little beverageino, whether that be an adult beverage or a non-adult beverage. Whatever you want to do. Also, Maria, thank you for after watching and tuning in later. Shout out to all of our after watchers, honestly. You guys are all iconic. These happy hour hangs could not still be going without you, truthfully. So I just want you to know, I always see you. I'm always sending you love. And thank you for always taking the time to watch, comment, and support. Y'all are iconic. And also shout out to all of our International House of Hill members who always make me feel so special that you are watching from all over the world. And I think it's so cool that our family is international. I don't think a lot of communities can say that, but I'm happy that we get to say that here. Always and forever said, I'm so happy to make it live, making homemade enchiladas and listening. Yum! That sounds delicious. I also saw someone ask me what my favorite side dish was. I think it was Marie. Marie, my favorite side dish, call me controversial. I'm a green bean casserole girl, okay? I am a green bean casserole girly, and I know people have mixed reviews on green bean casserole because people have mixed reviews on cream of mushroom soup. But you know what? I can't help it. Also, hi, Miley. Thank you for reminding me to give people, tell people to give this video a thumbs up. I love a green bean. I love a green bean casserole. Betty said, ew. I also love, mashed potatoes is like, duh, who doesn't love a potato? But I also love too, and I think something that we do at our Thanksgiving that might be a little different than everybody else's Thanksgiving. We always have, and my New Mexico people will appreciate this, we always have red chili and green chili to put with our mashed potatoes. And let me tell you, next level. If you've never had green chili and red chili with your mashed potatoes, you're not living. You are not living, and that is also how you know we're from New Mexico. But it truly is absolutely freaking delicious. Also, hi, Real Life Southern Barbie and Care Bear Gratitude. I'm so happy y'all were able to tune in. Brittany also tuned in. Hope y'all are having a great Monday. Also, Jules, I just wanted you to know I'm sending you love. I saw that you said today has been a rough day, and I just wanted you to know I did see your comment, and I'm sending you all of the love and hugs. Dave said you can make green bean casserole with cream of chicken if you, we always do cream of mushroom. Honestly, the cream of mushroom doesn't bother me. I just know people get icked out by like cream of mushroom, cream of chicken. Again, yes, I was born in New Mexico. All of Mama Hill's family is there, but I also was raised in the Midwest. So cream of chicken and cream of mushroom are in our recipes. I personally put cream of chicken in my famous party potatoes. And again, I know it's like when you look at cream of chicken, it doesn't look like the most appetizing thing in the world, but just put it in the recipe and it tastes delicious. Also, shout out to Campbell's. I don't want Campbell's to ever think we're shading them. Campbell's sponsored the House of Hill. I will tell people about cream of chicken and cream of mushroom all day, every day. You know what I mean? Chris said nothing like a good green bean casserole. Midwesterner here. Iconic. And George loves a green, you guys, who doesn't? Who doesn't love a green bean casserole with the crunchy onions on top? And if you're not doing crunchy onions, like, are you living? You're not. You know what I mean? Extra crunchy onions. Miss Jackie Egg said, hi, everyone. Just stopped to say hi. Currently on Barnes & Noble waiting on melodies. So I'll reheat later, sending you lots of love. Miss Jackie X, I am loving that for you. There is nothing better than a good Barnes & Noble trip. I love the way Barnes & Noble smells. I love that it's always cozy in there. I love that you can always get a little coffee. Have the best time at Barnes & Noble. We love you. Give us your thoughts in the group chat. And I'm so happy that you popped in to say hello. Oh, bacon on the green bean casserole? Okay. Robert said I don't like stuffing, but it's just a texture thing. I will say, Robert, I used to be you. However, as I've gotten older, I love stuffing now. I love stuffing. And this might ick people out too. My favorite thing And then, oh my God, you guys, I didn't even tell you what tea we're talking about today. For people who are just tuning in, I will stop talking about food eventually, and we are going to get into the tea. We're going to talk about Bad Baby, the Menendez brothers, King Charles and Prince William having a rift. I got Liam Payne tea for you guys, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Justin, Hailey, Taylor, and Travis. But what I was going to say is my favorite thing, thinking about stuffing, my favorite thing with leftovers is to make a full Thanksgiving sandwich, specifically on a Hawaiian roll. The best leftover sandwiches, you take a Hawaiian roll, open her up. I need to vlog this. A little bit of mayo, a little bit of cranberry sauce, because Mama Hill does a homemade cranberry sauce that is chef's kiss. A little bit of turkey, obviously. A little bit of stuffing. If you're feeling crazy, a little bit of cheese, but I don't even necessarily need cheese. Mush that little slider together, and let me tell you, it is so freaking good. With the stuffing, the mayo, the cranberry sauce, the turkey, the Hawaiian roll. Y'all, I literally cannot wait for Thanksgiving leftovers. Then on the side, you do your mashed potatoes, your candied sweet potatoes, and a green bean casserole. Oh my God, I'm getting so excited. I literally cannot wait. My other favorite thing is, y'all know, starting Thanksgiving Day is when we start watching Christmas movies. So I cannot wait to start watching Christmas movies. I also love that our family is not a get dressed up family for the holidays. We're very much wear your comfies and relax. So I'm excited for not only Thanksgiving, but the days after Thanksgiving to just absolutely rot on Mama and Papa Hill's couch, drink champs, eat delicious leftovers, watch all the Christmas movies, and continue my rewatch of Real Housewives of Potomac, because I've now gotten Mama Hill hooked on it. If you listen to mine and Courtney's podcast, you know I'm in the middle of this rewatch, but I've gotten Mama Hill hooked on it, and now we're obsessed. We literally, confession, we're up until 12:30 last night, which y'all know is way past my bedtime, watching season 5 of Real Housewives of Potomac, because 2 of the women got in a fight and we had to see it happen. Brittany said, I already started watching Christmas movies. I watched Hot Frosty earlier today on Netflix. Okay, I've been hearing rave reviews about Hot Frosty, y'all. I've been hearing rave reviews. So I need to watch that. I need to, Single All the Way is one of our fave Netflix Christmas movies. Single All the Way, Holiday Calendar. If y'all haven't watched those, Holidate is another one of our fave Netflix Christmas movies. Those are probably my top 3. Highly recommend. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into the tea. Oh, it's really good. Wow, I know, you guys, I've been seeing a lot of people say Hot Frosty is iconic, if you will. Hi to Glow. Okay, I need to watch Hot Frosty. Yeah, Jessica, Holiday is so good. Love Actually is a classic. Love Actually is not a cheesy Netflix one, which I love it. I love a cheesy Netflix. I love a Hallmark. I love all of those. Love Actually is an absolute classic. The Holiday, absolute classic. Miracle on 34th Street, absolute classic. This Christmas, classic. Miley said, I used to shower in PJ, drive to my fam, and stay in my PJs till I got home after. I love that. Crystal said, have you watched Meet Me Next Christmas yet? I highly recommend. What's Meet Me Next Christmas? Is that on Netflix? Sounds like a rom-com, Crystal, and you know I love a rom-com. Y'all know I'm a sucker for a rom-com. The Holiday, I know. The Holiday is so good, you guys. I actually am excited. I go back and forth for this trip that my family and I are going on. I'm really excited, but also a little bit anxious to be traveling over the holidays. But the one thing I'm really excited about being in Europe around the holidays, A, I've never experienced that before, but B, I feel like I'm going to be living in a real life the holiday. Obviously, we're not going to be in London, which is sad. We're not going to be in Surrey, which is sad, but I feel like the vibes are still going to be giving the holiday. The Christmas markets are still going to give me my Amanda Woods moment, my Cameron Diaz moment. You know what I mean? I'm manifesting that for myself, a real life holiday situation. Christmas Vacation is a classic. Okay, you guys, sorry. We can continue these. Now I'm really excited for the holiday. We can continue these discussions on Wednesday, because I know people are going to come across this and after watch and be like, this girl talks forever before getting into the tea. And I do. It's because the House of Hill and I just love chatting. We love catching up, and we can't help it. We love talking about our favorite things. That's what is part of making these lives the most fun. But let's go ahead, you guys, get into the tea because I want to make sure we do have plenty of time to get into everything. Also, hi, Mr. Mraz. Hello, hello. Like I said, we're gonna kick things off talking about Bad Baby, Menendez brothers, King Charles, Prince William, Liam Payne, Brad Pitt, Angelina, Justin, Hailey, Taylor, and Travis. Jelena said it's like watching trailers before a movie. This is giving trailer rundown. I feel like I also need to put a list of Christmas movies that we can all contribute to in the community tab. I feel like we need to do that. Okay, kicking things off, you guys, with Bad Baby, aka Danielle Bregoli. She has spoken out for the first time since news broke that she was diagnosed with some form of cancer. If you guys remember, I know we talked about this in a members only video, and I believe we did talk about it during a happy hour hang, but I think it was last month, fans were growing concerned with Danielle Bregoli's apparent weight loss. Fans felt like she was losing weight rather quickly. They were worried for her health. She finally posted on her Instagram and said, "I'm sorry for losing weight so fast. It's my cancer medication. I'm trying to gain it back." And everyone lost their minds because nobody knew that she was dealing with cancer. Nobody knew what was going on. Shortly after that, a source came out and confirmed to TMZ that she was diagnosed with cancer and she was under the care of a doctor. Well, over the weekend, TMZ caught her in public for the first time since she revealed on her Instagram that she was diagnosed with cancer. They were trying to ask her how she was doing, what's the status of her health. She just said that she was okay. And then she said that she did not want to talk about it further. She was not actually prepared to even talk about this publicly. And she had no further comment at this time. Robert, I'm also curious as to what kind of cancer she is dealing with. And although my curiosity and my nosiness wants to know, I'm also trying to obviously give her the space because anyone who has ever been touched by cancer, whether it be through yourself or someone you love, it's a very, very, very difficult time. So I feel like, again, my nosiness is getting the best of me too, just because she's so young. It feels crazy. It felt like something completely unexpected and shocking. However, just trying to, give her the space to heal and the time to come out about this whenever she wants. Jelena, get out of my brain. Jelena said, "Oh God, is this going to turn into a she has to prove it situation?" Jelena, the way that crossed my mind today when I saw the video of her at the airport, knowing how the internet is, I was like, I really hope this doesn't turn into a people are going to doubt that she's telling the truth situation because she's not giving enough details. She looked okay at the airport, so people are going to doubt that anything's really going on. I am hopeful that doesn't happen. I always want to try to believe the best in people, but we all know how the internet is. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope people use their brain cells and don't make crazy accusations. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that thought crossed my mind because I was like, we all know how the internet works. And again, you guys know I always say the great thing about the internet is that it gives everyone a voice and an opinion. And one of the downfalls of the internet is that it gives everyone a voice and opinion. So you never really know what's going to happen. So hoping the best for Bad Baby, aka Danielle Bregoli. Hope that she is continuing to heal and that everything is okay with her. I also saw Steven say, "Hi Madison, did you see Kylie Kelce is getting her own podcast? Now I would love to get a Leading Ladies of New Heights episode." Yes, I did see Kylie Kelce is getting her own podcast, y'all, which I think is absolutely amazing. I live, laugh, love Kylie Kelce. I stan Kylie Kelce. I have for a long time. you guys know I've been a fan of the Kelce family because I'm a Chiefs fan, so I have loved them for a really long time, even before. I know some people feel like they've blown up even more, thanks to the Taylor connection. I've always been a fan, and I think she has a very refreshing take on being a public person. I feel like she's incredibly relatable, incredibly real. She's always authentic, always herself. And I think we need more people like that with a platform. So I'm here for Kylie Kelce. I am here for Kylie Kelce. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on and get to this Menendez brothers update. And this is really, I'll go quick because I know not all of us are into true crime. But for us true crime people, y'all, a lot of Menendez brothers tea. So you guys know Lyle and Eric Menendez are currently behind bars. They unalived their parents. They received life sentences without parole. But since the Netflix series about them, and since, you know, we've gotten more evidence in their case, it's being revisited, and there's a chance that they could get out of prison. So there was actually a hearing today as to where their status is, what's going to happen. They will not be let out of prison before the holidays. The resentencing hearing has been delayed, and it's being delayed not because this is bad for Eric and Lyle. It's being delayed because the judge said there is so much evidence to review that they need more time. The court needs more time. Also, we're getting a new district attorney here in Los Angeles. So the district attorney also needs time to review everything. So then he can kind of decide which route they're going to take. There's like 3 different routes they could take to get out of prison. So basically their resentencing is just being delayed. So again, they still could get out eventually. I think they eventually will. It's just not going to be before the holidays. Now, in addition to that, Lyle's wife, Rebecca, okay, you guys had forgotten that Lyle Menendez got married behind bars, but his wife announced recently that they're actually separated, and they have been for a while. She said that they remain best friends and family, and she's going to continue to run his social pages, and she's committed to Lyle and Eric's fight for freedom. She also confirmed that he did not cheat on her because, y'all, there has been this story that's now making headlines that Lyle Menendez has been chatting and getting closer with a 21-year-old University of Manchester student. So, yes, he's in jail. Yes, so Lyle Menendez, who is in prison, has been for 30 years. He got married while he was in prison. Now, even though he's getting ready to finally possibly get out soon, his wife announced that they are separating, okay? And in the midst of the wife announcing the separation, there also is a cheating scandal that is making headlines about how he's actually been talking to a 21-year-old student. Don't ask me how this happens behind bars. I saw someone say, how can someone cheat in jail? I feel more of an emotional situation, like an emotional affair. Obviously, because it's just talking. But his wife is saying it wasn't that. They just decided to separate, and they're still best friends, and she's still remaining committed to getting him and his brother out of prison. So it's weird. I almost feel like, I know the coffee machine is literally always right on time, Crimson Rose. It is, honestly, I feel like Ryan Murphy could do a whole other series about Lyle and Eric's prison life. Like, they have quite a lot of drama for, being behind bars. So it's rather interesting. Also, hi Tabitha. I'm happy that you were able to pop in and say hello. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I am very dialed into this Menendez brothers situation because I feel like there's just been so much new evidence regarding their case and so much new attention that I'm pretty dialed in. I saw you guys asking about Diddy. So Diddy is still behind bars, y'all. Essentially, his hearing on Friday, nothing happened. The judge said, I'm not going to make a ruling on this right now. I'm going to still consider everything. So he technically, I guess, still could get out on bail. The judge never made a decision one way or the other. He has not made a decision at the time of this live at 3:58 p.m. On Monday. No decision has been made. There are reports coming out about what Diddy's going to have on Thanksgiving behind bars. So because those reports are coming out, I'm thinking the judge isn't going to make a decision before the holiday. But we'll see. I know people were really hoping on Friday that the judge was just going to be like, hell no, H2O, this man's definitely not getting bail and he's staying behind bars. But I told y'all when we talked on Wednesday, I said I would be lying if there wasn't part of me that was nervous. And I told y'all, I said, if it was any other person, I would say he is going to be denied bail. There's no way he could be out. But it did make me a little nervous because I'm like, Diddy has been getting away with things for so long. He has money. He has power. I still am hopeful that he won't get out. But obviously we will wait and see what the judge finally rules, because he never gave a ruling one way or the other. He said he needed more time to make the decision. Also, hi cousin, green chili stew sounds amazing. Jessica said, what about Diddy and his PI going to influencers? I have been seeing more and more of those videos. Also, hi Miss Ace. For those of you who aren't sure what we're talking about, so there's videos of private investigators going up to influencers who have been talking about Diddy and his case and the allegations against him, trying to get information. I'm trying not to read too much into it because, like I told y'all, I've been chattering about this from the beginning. But yeah, spooky, you know? Weird stuff going on in the Diddy realm, but what else is new? What else do we expect? We're going to go ahead on that note and move on to this King Charles and Prince William tea, and then we're going to get into the Liam Payne updates, and then we're going to talk about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, Justin and Hailey, and then we're going to get into the Tavis tea of it all. So you guys, new report from Us Magazine, and while we normally hear about King Charles and Prince Harry having an issue, sounds like there's a little power struggle between Charles and William going on. And y'all know you guys know I'm a Harry girly, which I know is controversial. Not everyone likes Harry, but I'm a Harry girly. So I'm living for the fact that we're finally talking about conflict between, well, not living because I don't want family members to be fighting, but I am happy that it's not Harry in the line of fire this time and it's more William. Also, if you guys are here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. So this source said that things have shifted for Charles and William. This insider said, quote, dynamics have shifted. Charles has wanted to be the monarch for decades. Even though he's battling cancer, he's not letting that get in the way of his desire to be successful on the throne or a dynamic leader. Meanwhile, William is, quote, preparing behind the scenes for when the ascension happens. The source said, quote, like his father, he takes being a success in the royal role very seriously. So essentially, and it was a very long report, multiple sources weighing in, but the moral of the report is Charles is hanging on for dear life to make his mark as king, whereas William is already planning for it to be a wrap, and he's ready to take his role. He's ready to make his mark on history, and he's ready to get into that position. What do we think? Honestly, I think William is ready to go ahead and take over. Honestly, I feel like if Queen Elizabeth could have, and this is just my own opinion, granted, I, have my thoughts about Charles, but I do feel like if Elizabeth had it in her power, she probably would have had it skip Charles and just go straight to William, because Charles has had so much controversy in his past. Obviously, that's not how things work. But I do believe that William is kind of ready for Charles to be done. I think William is ready to modernize things a little bit. Nothing crazy, but a little bit. And I think he's ready to start making his changes and his mark on things. I don't know why. I just get that impression. I feel like ever since he started growing out the beard, which used to be not okay. Royals used to not be able to have beards, but William is, shaking things up with his facial hair. I just feel like he's ready for Charles to bow out, and he's ready to take over. And I do believe that would cause tension between him and Charles, because I think Charles has been waiting for this day forever, and he's not going to get it as long as he probably wanted. And I do believe that we're dealing with two men who love power, and so there is going to be a power struggle, and obviously that is going to affect their father-son relationship. Again, I'm also just kind of happy that this has nothing to do with Harry. Gigi, I was waiting for Gigi to weigh in. Gigi said, this feels made up. Gigi said, I love Charles, I love William, I don't believe it. Gigi, I live, laugh, love you for that. I live, laugh, love you for that, but I can see it. Just me personally. Miss Heather said, made it home and can finally be part of the chat. Yay! Miss Heather, I'm so happy you made it home. Also, hi, Tamara. Hello. Jelena said, I'm here for it, not gonna lie. Let a millennial take a spin at it. I kind of feel like that too. Let's, first the facial hair. Next, maybe they wear jeans to an official royal event. And then maybe after that, I don't even know where we could go. The possibilities are endless. The possibilities of what William and Catherine, because remember she doesn't like Kate, what Catherine could do are endless, you guys. We could be shaking up a lot of things. We'll see. We'll see. Joy said, I think something else is going on. Gigi said, I hate Charles. Gigi said, don't get it twisted. Pro William, not Charles. Gigi, that is on me. And honestly, that was rude of me to assume that you like Charles. That was honestly, that was messed up. I take full responsibility. That was not cool. Because I, low-key like you, would never want anyone believing that I like Charles. Never. In a million years. Okay, yeah. Gigi said, girl, do not slander my name. I'm Team Princess Diana. Absolutely not. I'm dying. Crimson Rose said, Camilla did wrong, but let's be honest, the whole royal family did Diana. And I mean, yeah, I don't know if they necessarily did Camilla wrong, because they helped her and put like a PR team behind her to make her seem more appealing to the public. But they definitely did Diana wrong, for sure. And we'll never forget, and we'll never forgive. At least I can speak for me and say, I'll never forget and I'll never forgive. Daisy said, all they do is try to be more like Meghan and Harry. Chris said, Diana is the greatest princess. T. Also, hi, Jenny. Hello. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on from this royal family tea. Jessica said, OMG, Madison, you don't know the half of it. There's so much more to this. Oh my God. Yes. I love having boots on the ground in the UK, you guys. This is why I love being an international family, because we have people in the UK who are like, girl, you don't even know the tea that people are spilling over here. And I love it. I love, 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 love. Tabitha said, Madison, say hi to the girls at work, Marley, Melissa, and Vanessa. Hey, Marley, Melissa, and Vanessa. Tabitha's an icon. We love her. She is such an important part of this fam. You are so lucky to work with her. Okay, Liam Payne, you guys. So we do have some updates that have come out today, and this is one of those things that I don't know if this helps Liam's family get closure or if this is making things worse. I don't know. I'm gonna give y'all the information and then y'all can weigh in. If you guys have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. We have over 230 people watching. So if you could give this video a thumbs up so that way people can get their YouTube notification before I can get into this Liam Payne news, that would be incredibly, incredibly helpful. So you guys, there's a new report from TMZ, and it's alleging that Liam might have been trying to escape his hotel room as opposed to accidentally falling. Also, hi, Abby. I'm so happy you were able to tune in. So TMZ claims that being locked in a hotel room was one of Liam's triggers from his One Direction days. TMZ spoke to one of Liam's bodyguards who shared that recently, in mid-September, so not that long ago, Liam was in Florida. The bodyguard suspected that he was on a substance binge, and the bodyguard put him in a room in this rental property in Florida, and Liam, he claims that Liam escaped from the balcony utilizing a garden hose. So they are now possibly thinking that maybe Liam was trying to escape the hotel room via his balcony, as he has allegedly, according to this bodyguard, done before. Now, there is photos and security footage that also has, they've been slowly going through everything. Also, hi, Amy Poole. I'm so happy you were able to tune in. They've been slowly going through everything, and you can see in some of the footage that people from the hotel who were working there did carry him from the lobby, we assume up to his room. And we know that someone from the hotel called 911 and said, we're concerned for his safety. There's a balcony in his room. We're worried. Please send help. So again, we know that it was an accident. We know that he fell, but I think now they're trying to find a reason for what happened. And this is now the new theory, again, based on the bodyguard sharing this story. And then also some of the footage and him being carried by the hotel staff and them saying, we're worried that something's going to happen. There's a balcony in his room. We need help. I don't know. Joy said, wait, why the heck was he locked in his room? Who locked him in there? I also don't know if he was locked in the room. Was he just put in the room and then he couldn't figure out how to get? I don't know. I don't know if someone, I don't want to make that assumption. Betty said in the One Direction days, yes, in the One Direction days, allegedly bodyguards would lock them in rooms. That was allegedly a trigger for Liam Payne. As far as what happened in mid-September when he was in Florida, the bodyguard claims that the bodyguard didn't come out and say it, but what he's alluding to is that Liam was out of control. He was on a substance binge, and the only way he could think to keep him safe was to put him in a room. And he claims this obviously backfired. It did not keep Liam safe because then Liam ended up leaving the property through the balcony of that bedroom and a garden hose, which is again why now people are thinking, even if he wasn't locked in the hotel, so to speak, was he just obviously not in his right state of mind? The hotel staff put him back in his room. He felt like he couldn't leave. He saw the balcony. He's escaped a room from the balcony before. Was he trying to do it again? Again, my question is, who is this helping, right? Is this helping Liam's family find closure? Or is this just exploiting his passing more? Is this actually helpful information, or is this just more things that his family is having to read and obsess over? And is it just leading to more questions? You know, I guess for me that's where I'm struggling. I understand why the authorities are investigating. I understand wanting to find answers. I understand having all of these unanswered questions and it not being easy. But I just am curious if this is necessary, I guess. I don't know. Y'all, am I weird for thinking that? And if I'm out of bounds for thinking that, please let me know, because I have suffered a lot of loss, and I know that when you have suffered loss, you do want answers. So there is part of me that's like, you know what? Maybe for Liam's family, this is helpful. But then there's a little tinge of me too who just thinks, oh my God, seeing this on TMZ makes me feel icky. The fact that they're talking to his bodyguards and talking about his past behavior, talking about this incident that happened in Florida that didn't need to be made public. Like, we didn't need to know that this happened. We didn't need to know that the bodyguard had to take this measure. We didn't know. I don't know. So then there's part of me that feels like it's a little like exploiting the situation. I see both sides, I guess. I see both sides of the situation, and I know that doesn't make it easier or better. But that's just kind of how I've been processing this information and where I kind of feel about the situation, because obviously it's my job to fill y'all in on what's going on. And this was a very big update, which is why I wanted to discuss it. But on a human level, I wanted you to know that I don't know what the right thing is. And I am just trying to navigate it as empathetic and as respectful to Liam's family, friends, and fans as I can. I'm really trying to lead with humility in these instances, because again, anyone who's suffered a loss, you know, it's a really tricky situation. And Betty makes a good point. If the authorities don't investigate, they'll be accused of a cover-up to benefit the hotel. See, that's such a good point, Betty. That's an incredible point. Especially because employees were obviously involved in bringing him upstairs. Employees were involved in calling the authorities. So that's such a valid, smart point. You know what I mean? Abso-freaking-lutely, for sure. There is a lot of pieces to this. As Heather said, it's scary. I definitely see it being a trigger, especially if substances were involved, for sure. Crimson Rose said, gossip channels like TMZ need to log in some sharing information when it comes to a death or sickness of a celeb. TMZ definitely has gone out of bounds when it comes to the Liam Payne situation, for sure. Layla said, I believe that celebrities are controlled to an extent by higher-ups. I believe they wanted him to partake in something he didn't agree with, and that's why he began to act erratic. It's all a cover-up. Interesting. And then Miss Ace said the hotel industry also has skeletons in their closets. Miss Ace, that sounds like a documentary that I would be tuning into. Again, end of the day, most important thing, sending our love, condolences, prayers, and positive vibes to all of Liam's family, friends, and fans. Betty said TMZ is already blaming Hotel. See, y'all know how I feel about TMZ. Y'all know. Y'all know, especially how I felt about them the day that all of this happened and the photos that they published. not okay. Not okay in the slightest. But we're going to go ahead and move on. We're going to get into this Brad Pitt and Angelina tea, then Justin and Hailey, then Taylor and Travis, because I do want to make sure we have plenty of time to get into all of this stuff. And I'll keep you all updated on any other updates that I obviously have for you. Hannah said, I agree with you, Madison. I think all of the it's hard. It's so hard, Hannah. It really is. Okay, you guys, new Brad Pitt and Angelina tea. They are really escalating to fighting in the press, y'all. Angelina recently took Knox as her red carpet escort for the governor's awards, the governor's ball. Brad was upset, not upset, but Brad was saying how Angelina was purposely trying to kind of put that in his face. And so now we're getting a report from People Magazine that's very clearly from Brad's PR machine. Because they are tit for tat, y'all. They are ping-ponging, pickleballing back and forth in the press. They are getting ready to go to trial for their winery dispute. You guys know they've been in a dispute over the selling of the shares of their winery for years. Years. It's affected their divorce as well. But this new report from People Magazine, a source shared that Brad's children have not spent, quote, significant time with his parents, aka their grandparents, in over 5 years. The source said his kids have, quote, extremely limited contact with their grandparents. A rep for Angelina responded to these allegations saying, Angelina has not blocked any communications or relationships. Rather, she encourages them to be in touch with their grandparents. This Angelina source went on to say, quote, the kids send cards and gifts to their grandparents every year for their birthdays and Christmas. So, what do we believe? Do we believe Brad, who is saying, my kids have not had significant contact with their grandparents in over 5 years because Angelina is the monster behind the scenes? Or do we believe Angelina, who's saying, I've never blocked any communication with the children and their grandparents. I encourage those relationships, and they actually send their grandparents cards on Christmas and birthdays. Who do we believe? Whose team are you on? Where do we land? Kenzie said, Brad Pitt haters will say the utmost. Jessica said, I don't believe Ange at all. JC said, how things have changed between them for when they first started dating, but I don't feel bad for them because what was done to Jennifer Aniston was emotionally brutal. Not saying they deserved, but, you know, JC, a little karma and a little revenge for Jenna Aniston. I'm never going to be upset about. Let's see, smells like gaslighting. I believe they're both reaching and beating a poor dead horse. Brad Pitt. Brittany said, think when it comes to these two, the truth is somewhere in the middle. Christian said, Miss Madison, I haven't trusted Angelina ever since she made out with her brother. Christian, literally, same. I have always side-eyed Angelina Jolie ever since that moment because that was one of the weirdest things we've ever witnessed in pop culture. Canna Grandma says, Team Aniston. Joy said, do I have to pick a team? Joy, we do not have to pick a team. I think we can all agree that we are Team Jennifer Aniston, always and forever. Live, laugh, love, Jen. Abby said, I don't trust either of them. They're both crazy to me. And to be honest with you guys, I feel as though these two have gotten so toxic with one another that I also don't really believe a word that comes from either side. I think at this point, they both just want to win in the court of public opinion and in their winery trial, that they will literally do anything to one another to make the other look bad. I think at this point, the kids' feelings have gone out the window. I think they are just absolutely ruthless towards one another, and they will do whatever they feel they need to do in order to get justice. Like, not justice, but just win, which is crazy, messed up, not okay. But yeah, I feel like they're just both crazy towards one another at this point. George said, I'm so sorry. I'm with Brad with this one. I wouldn't believe a word that Angie says. Gigi said, yes, George. Jelena said, at this Like, OMG, just get back together. Crazy, I know. Oh, we did have 222. Always manifest when y'all see an angel number, you know what I mean? And yes, so I saw some of you guys say her brother. Yes, you guys, Angelina Jolie. Look it up. This was, I think, like late 90s, maybe early 2000s. Her and her brother kissed on the red carpet. Her and her brother. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and get into this Justin and Hailey tea, and then we're going to get into Taylor and Travis because I want to make sure we have enough time to get into the Taylor of it all because there's kind of a lot of Taylor tea. So let's go ahead, get into the Justin and Hailey of it all because I'm very interested to hear y'all's thoughts. So you guys, recently, Billboard published a list of the greatest pop stars of the 21st century. Zaya said, I'm already over it. And they ranked Justin at number 8 on this list, okay? So it was a list of the greatest pop stars of the 21st century, and Billboard ranked Justin as number 8. And Hailey was not happy. She ran to the comments to defend her man, okay? And she commented saying, Billboard is an effing joke per usual. People had a lot to say about Hailey's reaction. Some people were saying Justin didn't deserve to be on the list. Billboard got it right. Others called her response a distraction. Obviously, we knew that was coming. And some were here defending Hailey, saying, yeah, Hailey, it is messed up that he's number 8. He should be higher. Jelena said I was going off about this in the group chat. That's why I love the group chat. Jocelyn said he was ranked too high. She needs to sit down. Gigi said, be glad you're there at all. Not releasing music in forever. The Cosmic Valkyrie said, I need to know the rest of the list before I judge. That is such a diplomatic response. I live for it. Maybe should have been 28. Justin has the most hits sold of all time. I kind of feel like, am I crazy that number 8 feels fair? I mean, of the greatest pop stars of the 21st century, I feel like number 8 is fair. I mean, he's not ranked last. He's not ranked even in the bottom. Like, he's still in the top 10%. And again, he hasn't released anything in a long time. He still makes such an impact. I feel like that's being recognized by putting him at number 8. Am I crazy? Am I crazy to think that that was not an out of bounds ranking? Maybe. Kanye West is number 7. See, that feels like Billboard was just being messy with that one. Let me know where you guys think he should have ranked. Jelena said he should have been top 5. Abby said they're reaching so much. They should be happy for what they've achieved. Soft and Spicy, love that name. The list is fair. I totally agree. Joy said he should be Kanye. That I would agree with. Justin and Ariana should be above Kanye. 8 is cool. It's not bad. Papa Hill should have been number 1. T. I think 8 is fair. He was and is great, but he also had a short career of when you consider how many canceled tours, and the last big album was Purpose. Zaya said, I think Justin Bieber should be top 3. Okay. I kind of feel like 8 wasn't out of bounds, but I don't know. That's just me. And that's not even me being, I know, y'all already know people are going to come across this video and be like, of course Madison thinks that he should be number 8. No, I'm just saying, I really didn't feel, I guess to me, I didn't feel like it was a dig as much as Hailey did. But also, I'm not married to Justin. He's not the father of my child. And also, I kind of feel like these lists that people put out, these publications put out, it's all relative. You know what I mean? It's all just one editor's opinion. There could be a list from Rolling Stone tomorrow and Justin could be number 1. You know what I mean? And I do think if Hailey's going to get upset at every list, she will be busy because it's the holidays. And as someone who works in entertainment, it is evergreen time. And this is where we pump out lists like crazy. So I do think There's going to be a lot of lists. Justin's going to be at the top of some, probably in the middle for some. And if Hailey's going to get mad at every single one, she will be busy this holiday season. Jelena said, Hailey, I'm on your side for once. Again, I'm not dragging Hailey even for defending him. You know what I mean? I would do the same thing for my man, probably. I don't know if I would get mad. Maybe I would. You know, it just depends how I was feeling that day. If I saw it and I was irked and I was feeling protective, what would stop me from pulling a Hailey and popping in the comments a billboard myself? I'm not hating on her. I'm just saying I feel like there's going to be a lot of lists, and this was one person's opinion. I probably wouldn't have gotten as upset, but I get defending your person. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm a Taurus. I'm very protective of my people, so I get it. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and get into the Taylor and Travis tea. So you guys, make sure you give this video a thumbs up for Taylor and Travis. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up because I need to hear y'all's thoughts. Jelena said if I was Hailey, I would have started posting stats on my story. That's so, you know what that reminds me of? When I was a cheerleader for Little League football, I don't know why, I just had to hit a high V. When I was a cheerleader for Little League football, and whenever we would be like playing a rival or getting in a cheer battle with the other team, because those would actually happen. It was like real life, bring it on. It was so fun whenever that happened. And I look back when we were in middle school, and you would have thought this was, you know, I don't know, the most competitive cheer thing ever. But we would always say scoreboard, because our football team was really good too. So we would always be like, scoreboard, 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 as like a way to rub it in their face. Like, not only are you bad cheerleaders, but also our football team is better than you. Like, look at the numbers. And so Jelena saying that I would have just posted stats makes me think of that. Like, we would just literally be like, scoreboard. Hailey could have just been like, look at the album sales. Look at the funds. Y'all are lame. Maybe next time, maybe the next list she sees where she doesn't agree, she could do that. We might have just given her a tip, and I believe that they're listening. So I think that would also be considered a clapback for sure. So Hailey, take notes. Okay, new report from the Daily Mail. A source shared that Taylor has been, quote, super emotional as she approaches her final shows of the Eras Tour. She's reportedly struggling to accept the fact that it's coming to a close. She's not sure how she's going to fill her days. She's reportedly leaning on Travis a lot during this time, which the source said that those closest to Taylor believe now is the perfect time for her to focus more on her personal life, specifically her relationship with Travis. This insider said, quote, she is such a busybody. She knows she must take some time to enjoy her successes, but she doesn't really know what to do to fill her time. The source added that while Taylor hasn't discussed becoming a mom recently, it is something she's expressed wanting in the past. So now that she has time off, progressing things with Travis seems like the logical next step. The source ended their insider info saying, quote, she's had everything she's ever wanted, and anyone who knows her believes she would make the best mom ever. I love to hear that. Okay, let's break this down a little bit. Do I think Taylor, Bailey said, enjoy your riches, babe. Do I think that Taylor is struggling with the Eras Tour coming to a close? 1,000,000%. This has taken up a very large portion of her life. She has been traveling with her band, her dancers, her crew for a very long time. They've kind of been in this Eras Tour bubble. And she was crying at her show in Toronto this past weekend. But I do believe that she has probably been very, very emotional. I believe it is probably a lot to process. And I do believe she's been leaning on Travis during all of this. Having said all of that, I also believe too that now that the Eras Tour is wrapping up, this is her time to kind of focus on herself and her personal life. I feel like she hasn't really ever gotten time to just focus on her. She's always working, always writing, always in the studio. Obviously, she's been doing music and also performing. recently with TTPD and the Eras Tour. Like, it's crazy that she did that album while also doing the Eras Tour. I think she's just been doing so much that I understand her not knowing what to do with downtime, because as also a self-proclaimed someone who is a little bit of a workaholic, I understand how downtime can maybe give her a little anxiety. But I think it will be good for her. And obviously I selfishly want her to focus on her relationship with Travis. I think her not being on tour will actually give them a chance to see what real life could be like. You know what I mean? Because obviously she's been super busy, been traveling back and forth. He's been traveling back and forth. So I feel like her wrapping up the Eras Tour and maybe slowing down a little bit could really give her a glimpse into, okay, like, we could be in the same city for longer than a month. We could see ourselves getting engaged. We could see ourselves having a family. She's entitled to those experiences. She's entitled to having this personal life, to living that personal life. Again, I want to make it clear, and I think it's evident in this report, Taylor is not the girly who's going to give up music. Taylor is not the girly who's going to retire because she wants to be a mom. Not that type of girl at all. But I do think she has earned this time and earned the wag life, as I see y'all saying in the chat. I'm with ya. And I also think she's never really had a relationship like this, where obviously not only does, her life, not only is her life involving Travis Kelce, but this is the first time that she's really being immersed, I guess with Joelle when she was too, but really being immersed into somebody else's world, like, completely. Travis comes with a very close family. Travis comes with a very close set of friends. Travis comes with a whole community of people. Travis comes with an organization. And I feel like Taylor has kind of gotten to do a lot of quote unquote normal things with Travis that we haven't really gotten to see her do in previous relationships. And I want her to be able to lean into that now that the Eras Tour is wrapping up. Although I am really upset that I didn't get to go see the TTPD set. Still, crossing my little fingers and toes that maybe she throws in a few surprise shows in LA. But if that doesn't happen, I will deal. I want our girl to go live her happily ever after with Mr. Travis Kelce and everything that comes with that. So I will deal. But I think it will be good for her to have some downtime. I understand her being emotional about this, but I think it's good that those closest to her are encouraging her to focus less on work and focus more on expanding her personal life. Like, girl, you are successful beyond successful. Let's work on other things that fill your cup. You know what I mean? And I think that is good people in your life, and I think that Taylor deserves it. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, at least in my personal opinion. Betty said if she has kids, she'll do it a la J-Lo with a surrogate. Maybe. Debbie said she's never retiring. She always has writing and recording in her downtime. I honestly do think Travis will be playing next year, so he could travel with her too, for sure. I think that I always think she's going to continue working. She's always going to continue making music. I think she has more tours in her future. It's just, she's been touring for a long time. This is a very expansive tour. She has earned herself a little bit of a break. You know what I mean? Jessica said, would you go to KC if she did a show there? Jessica, 1,000,000%. I never need an excuse to go to Kansas City. I will always take any chance I can to go back. And I would love to see her with the Spicy Girls. I think that would be really, really fun. And exactly, she doesn't have to choose. She can do whatever she wants. She's Taylor Mother effing Swift. The possibilities are endless. The possibilities are freaking endless. No, Jessica, I loved it. Jessica said it was a curiosity question. Jessica, you know me. Any chance I can to go to KC, I would. And I also wouldn't hate, if Taylor got really comfortable in Kansas City and I happened to run into her one time when I was there. that would be iconic. That I would literally, I don't even know what I would do. I would play it cool because I want her to be comfortable in Casey, but internally I would be freaking out and I'd be blowing up the House of Hill group chat. 1,000,000%. But yes, that is the tea on Taylor and Travis, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out during this happy hour hang. I feel like we had a nice full happy hour. We had a nice good catch up. We got into the tea. We got to discuss things, share our opinions. We got into a good variety of tea today too, which I always love when we do that. I love when we have a little true crime, a little relationship drama. I love when we end with a little bit of Tavis. It was just a really fun, full happy hour hang. So I loved every single second of it. Like I said, I will be doing a little live on Wednesday. We're going to keep our happy hour hang time normal, 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. We'll just get into some celebrity tea, but also have just a good pre-Thanksgiving hang right before the holiday and right before all that craziness. So if you're around on Wednesday, hopefully some of you will even have a half day at work or something. Hopefully if y'all are around Wednesday, you can hang out at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time with us. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure the notification bell's on. Make sure y'all are following me on social, on Instagram and TikTok, especially before my trip. Make sure you guys are following me. That is always where I'll be able to post first to Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts, but definitely make sure you're following me on all of those platforms. You guys have such a fantastic, fantastic rest of your evening. I love y'all. Y'all are icons. If you're a House of Hill member, you know I'll see you in the group chat. If you are considering joining the membership, definitely do so. You can ask for it for Christmas. It is so much fun. So you guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Yes, Real Life Southern Barbie manifesting. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, and I will see y'all on Wednesday. Bye, guys.